What's up, guys? Ryan here, and today I wanted to talk to you about a movie coming out tomorrow, I believe, like worldwide or something like that, by the name of Insidious. Cole and I last week, via our comic shop, actually got like an advanced screening ticket. This is what's left of it, to the film. I hate when they rip those things in half. It would have been cool to keep that, but I guess they have to rip them in half, kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, we went down and caught the movie. Yeah, I guess it was last Wednesday. And I just wanted to maybe put up a video. This isn't going to be a long one because I don't have a whole lot to say about the movie. I've seen it once, you know, kind of thing. But I know that it's coming out tomorrow and people might be considering going out and seeing it. So I thought I'd give you like an idea of what it's all about, and maybe you can decide for yourself if you want to go catch it tomorrow. It is directed by James Wan, who of course did Saw. He followed that up with like Dead Silence. He did another movie in between there, I'm sure of it. It was like a Death Wish movie, only not. Gosh, what was it? I can't remember now. It'll appear up here in a bubble. But anyway, so he directed the film, and you have to give it to this guy because he does something different like every time. Like, he really could have rode the Saw train right down, you know. I'm sure he's making money off Saw. Don't get me wrong there. I'm sure he's making some cash off of the name and the royalties and stuff like that. But he really could have rode that. But he was like, you know, no, I did my story in Saw. That's it. And he's gone off to do different stuff. Dead Silence was a killer puppet movie. You know what I mean? Like, he really has gone out of his way to make some interesting movies. And Insidious definitely falls into that category because it's sort of a twist on stuff you've seen before. It's nothing too completely different, but at the same time, it's enough different to keep it interesting. Basically, the idea is that you have this little kid, you know, this family moves into a house, and you know, their son suddenly, he falls one day when he's in the attic, bumps his head, nothing big. The next day he's in a coma, and no one can figure out why. And during the time that he's in the coma, all of a sudden really weird stuff starts happening in the house. It's like a haunting kind of thing. Ghosts are appearing, noises and stuff like that. You know, the family trying to figure out what's going on, basically comes over the concept or that they think the house is haunted, so they move. And what they find out is that the house is not haunted, but it is their son that is haunted, which is really interesting. The original title of the movie was going to be The Further, which makes a lot more sense than Insidious. When you see the film, you'll know what I mean. I don't want to ruin it too much, but the idea of The Further is that it's sort of a place that ghosts live or go to after they die. If a person doesn't move on to the afterlife, maybe they go to the further. It's sort of like this distant sort of place that most people can't access, kind of thing. And that would have made a lot more sense. I believe they even tried to change the film's name to like, what was it? It was something even more like esoteric in a way. It was like the Astral or something like that. I can't remember. And finally they sort of landed on Insidious, which is really just like a word that's used in the movie in a way. Like, you know, it's a moment in the movie that really stands out, so it does make sense, I guess, for a title. But I think The Further would have been a more descriptive sort of title. Yeah, it stars Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Lin Shaye is in there, who is like, you know, horror royalty in a way. She's been in a lot of flicks, and she plays this sort of, if you're into like ghost hunting stuff, she's sort of got this. There's this old woman that does like I don't want to say seances, but she goes to people's homes. She's like a psychic. She was involved in the Amityville case. I think they must have modeled her after her. I can't remember that old lady's name, but anyway, I think they've sort of modeled Lin Shaye's character. I think it's like Elise after her, kind of thing. And she has these two comical guys that are with her. I think their names are like Specs and Tucker or something like that. Specs has like lights on his glasses and stuff, and they're sort of these like ghost hunter guys that really take their shit seriously, and they have all these like techniques and stuff that they do. Some things about the film, there are points in the movie that I found genuinely creepy. I'm not usually like a ghost movie kind of guy, but they do a good job with the certain particular ghost that's in the film a lot. He's definitely creepy in a few points. I feel like they overdid it later, and it sort of took away from that. They showed him too much, sort of thing. But I felt like there are genuinely really creepy moments. Not just scary, because there's lots of jump scares in the movie. But there are some genuinely really creepy moments, and I think that James Wan did a really good job of sort of putting that together. What else was I going to say? There's this weird shift in the movie. It's like the first part of the movie follows Rose Byrne's character. She's like the mother, and then like suddenly shifts to the father. And I guess story-wise, it makes sense. And it's not like there's nothing with the father character, Patrick Wilson's character. Their names are, you know, gone. But Patrick Wilson's character, he's not like he's not in the movie. There's sort of a focus on him. There's something going on, but you're not sure what. And then suddenly the movie kind of like it just sort of shifts, and it's like she's not even in it that much, which I found really weird. Just the way the movie goes, you know what I mean, like how it's put together. It's not a bad thing, I guess. You notice it. It's noticeable, I found, but not a horrible thing or anything like that. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. I think it has something to do with some of the creators of Paranormal Activity. So you sort of expect some of that vibe, but I found like it's not there at all. Paranormal Activity, you know, it's really sort of a Blair Witch-esque, you know, film. Whereas this is really, it's a story. There's some like sort of, I don't want to call it shaky cam, but freehand camera stuff in it that might make you kind of feel like you're watching somebody like sort of filming it, but it's not really that kind of movie, but it is, you know, ghosts and hauntings and all that stuff. I enjoyed the story. I guess it's sort of like Poltergeist meets Paranormal Activity, I guess, in a way. So it's like I said, it's not like something that hasn't been done before, but it's done well enough that you enjoy it, and the story's interesting, and yeah, I really like the movie. You know, for free especially. But if you're considering seeing like a horror movie this weekend, or you just wanted to go out and see a movie and you thought about Insidious, you know, think about what I just said. Think if it might be for you, and maybe you want to check it out. You know, I mean, if you want to spend I don't know, here I think on a weekend it's like 11 something to go to a movie. So, you know, it's hard to decide what you want to spend your money on. There's probably all kinds of choices, but I just wanted to give you guys sort of an idea about Insidious, and you can choose for yourself if you want to check it out. Maybe you'll wait till DVD or something like that. But anyway, that's everything, guys. I will talk to you later, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Peace.